I'm Dawn of Dawn of the New Era, and I have recently decided that I wanted to do YouTube videos again. I love doing personal readings and I love doing session work with others, but there's something about being able to share to a larger community. I mean, I myself thoroughly enjoy, watching different energy and astrology reports and readings from different teachers. And intuitives and astrologists and healers. Um, I now have a radio show and I have an office. So please, if you're in the Columbus, Ohio area, come and see me. If you're not, I do phone readings as well, which I thoroughly enjoy and have been doing for several years. So what has been going on and what are we going into this week? Today is December the 5th. We'll be going into, our second week of December. So let's check in. I decided to I have my own Oracle deck, but today I was called to utilize this deck that my great friend Lori and Sedona sent me, the Mystic Art Medicine deck. I've only worked with it some, but it recently has been calling. And it makes a lot of sense. It's starting out with devotion. So here I am on a Saturday night, and instead of going out into the world, I was really called to sit in gratitude. I recently have become extremely burnt out in my yang energy, so you might be able to relate to this. Yang is the masculine energy. It's the one we're taught in this culture to really go out, to do, to research, to find, to create. It's a very active, fiery energy. And it is one that in the Western culture here, we really focus on. And then yin is more about air and water and feeling and intuition, receiving. It's a very gentle way of being. And those people that know me, and as I know myself, I'm a very hyperactive person, very action-oriented, very creation-centered. But I definitely feel a call for more allowing and receiving. So the first card we get is this devotion card. It's gorgeous. This woman is really honoring her heart, honoring her soul, and reflecting. So this is a time of reflection, lighting candles for yourself, for all you've done, for settling in before, as we go into our winters, we come up to the winter solstice and we come into our wintry reflection time. Finding out what no longer works for us, what has been working for us, but really just being very still, not trying to figure things out. If we do create, let it be art for the holidays, art for ourselves. We also have self-mastery. So let me tap into this one. Looks like we have like an owl, a bird-like being in the middle. And just like the other woman, I see a crown or a shroud over his head. And he's carrying what appears to be like a snake. So these layers, if we think of the snake, it's good medicine. It's layers shedding off. And if we think of the yang way of doing that, in the mystical community, in the self-help community, we have this sense of taking action to shed layers, building fire, to making lists, going to the therapist, going to whatever it is. And because we're doing devotion, we're really becoming more devoted and honoring ourselves. This type of, the word self comes up in self-mastery. We're really focusing on mastering the ego. And the way to do that currently, the message I'm getting is to really let go. And as I always say, be curious and be playful and be gentle. And that's the first step to self-mastery right now. And what we're leaning into is, I pulled the higher knowledge card. And again, we have another bird coming in. Let's see if you can see that. This is a wise, kind of androgynous being. I see ancient faces within his beard. So think about all our past lives and all the different types of people we've been. Let's think about just this lifetime. All the phases that you've been in, all the different things that you've accumulated knowledge-wise. It's now time to integrate those, to really integrate those. And the sense, the element we're bringing in, though I first talked about water, is actually air. It's actually air, which all these birds fly upon the air. So let's think about that for a moment. Let's think about how birds, they use air, this invisible force, and kind of effortlessly from their intuition, their soul, just pump on the air to go play, to go fly. This is really an effortless time, a time to relinquish control of figuring out, control of doing, control of being. There's a sense of surrender happening right now. With all that's going on in the world, all we can really do is surrender to it. Surrender. Find the peace within us, because if we get activated as we get fearful, we're of no use to others. So yeah, that is the reading for the week, and I'm also going to be doing more videos on different topics as they come up, as I get inspired through spirit. So stick with me, join my YouTube channel, and please leave comments, questions. Check out my website, www.dawn-thompson.com, and I look forward to building a community. I have a great community here in Columbus, Ohio, but I'd really like to build an online community, and just, throughout this winter, as times get cold and lonely, and as we lose sunlight, I really want a solid community. So please be a part of that with me. Thank you. I appreciate your authenticity, and I appreciate you listening. Thanks so much.